Going on to you, Pisces. So, you have the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool. So, this whole reading basically is about how someone really made an idiot out of themselves, and we're going to get into it because the Chariot and the Ace of Wands represents you. You weren't necessarily someone that certain people had actually hoped for, right? Um, they thought this person thought that you Pisces were built another way, right? Built a way that was essentially catering to their own fantasies of what they thought you Pisces were going to be. They potentially never even been in a relationship or even so much as tried to get to know a Pisces romantically, right? Most of their partners were other zodiac signs, but more often than not, they probably didn't even try to ever be in a romantic relationship with the Pisces. But as you Pisces trying to get to know them like a human being, they didn't really appreciate the value that you Pisces are, right? They didn't appreciate your value and the value that you bring. But not only that, but the value that you are being alive, right? What you represent. And because of the fact that they didn't think that you were what they had thought, this person that you Pisces were trying to get to know romantically, they wrote you off. They really did some things, from what I'm seeing, that really ended up, rubbing you Pisces, unfortunately, the wrong way, because the Chariot is about questioning, right? Interrogation. And the Ace of Wands is about them thinking that they're so valuable, right? But when you actually take the time to really get to know them, they look crazy. And the reason why they look crazy is because, they're not getting things the way that they had essentially anticipated that things should have been, right? So because of the fact that they don't really get to understand you Pisces, because they're not really taking the time to actually get to know you, they're really just lost in their own delusion of grandeur of how you Pisces should be. And that because you Pisces don't actually show up this way, you're worthless. But that's not true. Come on now, Pisces. We've all been in situations where the person completely wrote us off and they didn't know anything about us. And we may have had something valuable to actually offer, but some people, just wrote us off to such a degree where it was downright disrespectful how off they were. Some of them didn't even have enough integrity or decency about themselves to even still respect you like a human being and talk to you. It was just a harsh, cold shoulder of, well, you're not specifically the caliber of person that I want, so off with you type stuff, right? And you Pisces just, again, the Fool, you Pisces just kept your cool so much. It's crazy how you Pisces would just try to get to know them. And here they are. They would essentially write you off. They would be disrespectful. And you Pisces essentially gave them 1,000,001 chances in this one chance. And what I mean when I say 1,000,001 chances, I'm talking about from the perspective of like you Pisces actually getting to know these people and being very patient with them. They starting to act real crazy, and you're being very patient. And stick with me, because a lot of this stuff is going to make sense, right? As we go through this reading, the Five of Pentacles now represents how it is that the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles represents that's until you Pisces essentially decided to actually let them go. You said, all right, since you want to find out, since they don't want to find out anything about you, since they want to be disrespectful, since they want to act crazy, right? Because you Pisces may not be a celebrity, right? People are so desperate for attention nowadays. They're looking for these high status, not really high status, but they're looking for high status partners to come through and come to the hood and like, or come to whatever aspect of life they're living in and pull up in a Ferrari. And both sides think like this. I'm not saying everyone on both sides think like this, but there are a very good amount of people who do think like this on both sides, regardless of whatever you into, that have this delusion, I'm telling you, delusion of grandeur, where they expect them to be kind of like, you know, rescued. And people have this delusion of grandeur, you know. It's true. And the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords is about you, Pisces, just you lost your tolerance with them. You didn't want to have anything to do with someone who has this type of mentality, because you tried to get to know them. You tried to, you know, have this person get to know something about you, and they wouldn't even give you a chance because you didn't live up to a particular, you know, this novel, right? Why do you, Pisces, think that these romantic novels are so popular? Because it's catering to the delusion of it's catering to the delusion of how people create these narratives. The romance novels are helping people perpetuate and even build and exalt or exonerate, or I should say exalt, or make more important these delusions, these fantastical, you know, hyper surrealistic romantic delusion of, you know, grandeur, where it's like, you know, it's all about like people think that things should work out literally like a romance novels. They do, and they want, and like I said before, I don't care about playing a game. I want the game to stop. So I'm telling everybody a secret, because I don't care, because I want the game to stop. Hook or crook, everybody got to stop playing the game, because now I'm a tell it like it is. I'm a flip it. You feel what I'm saying? So, or I am flipping it. These romance novels are very popular, and why that's important, why that's a thing, why that's important to this reading is because this is what's going on with you, Pisces. You're trying to get to know them. They were very disrespectful. Okay, you let certain things go. How disrespectful they were while you're trying to be patient, right? You, Pisces, decided, you know what, since they want to be such a pain, you decided to actually stop talking to them, calling them, or maybe you told them that they better stop and all this other type of nonsense, right? And that because their boo-boo stinks just like everybody else, and that they need to get off of their high horse. Now, the Three of Cups and the Eight of Wands represents, now they want to get their foot back in the door. They want to now make it seem like they're going to play nice. The S testing, right? After they done pulled all this S testing, the testing you to see how, you know, interested you, which is stupid at the end of the day. That's how people create relationships and create successful relationships and start families and start actually getting rich forever, right? Or for as long as the tradition lasts. But S testing for you know, how much a person likes you, all of that. This is why there's a lot of people end up getting older and they don't actually accomplish in their dreams, Pisces. Because this person is playing the same old tired, played out game that people swear out that it doesn't get old. No, but it does get old. You know why factually it gets old? Because this person is doing the same thing to you that you, Pisces, have essentially seen a lot of other people play a game with you, and they end up getting flipped because of that same situation. You know why? Because this person thinks you, Pisces, are not on their level, right? This delusionary high horse. What are these people actually doing to think that levels, all this other type of crap, all this jargon, all this, you can tell that I really have a disgusting look at it, because it's a fair look at it, right? So many people that I've tried to date legitimately, that I legitimately liked, but I didn't had a fair chance at, because I got stamped on me for some, and it was always inconsistent. It was always, I'm a player, or if I'm not a player, I'm a loser, I'm a bum. This notion that I'm not going anywhere in life. And it's like, all of these delusions of grandeur, all of this, obviously that's not what I am. But it's always this cognitive dissonance. You know good, and they know good and well who you Pisces are. That a lot of you Pisces are decent, and that you legitimately watch them make a wet smack the butt out of themselves. And this is part of the reason why they feel so embarrassed, and why they got to come back to you and try to like call you and play all these little grab butt telephone games, right? This phone tag. It's because of the fact of the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. You don't care to talk to them anymore. They wasted enough of your time. So now it's the very same people that they tried to play like you were beneath them. Now it's, if you're so beneath them, how come they don't have you Pisces wrapped around their finger? See, this is the mind F, or the mind trick that people play on themselves. This levels. It's like how come you Pisces ain't really sweating them like that? And then the thing is that the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords is, you Pisces are so far beyond them. Y'all are already getting to know brand new people. You Pisces are not even waiting. Y'all are already getting to know brand new people. Stop. While the Three of Swords, this person is calling you and trying to get their foot back in the door and trying to get you to be re-entered into the chase. This is why it is that a lot of these people will ruin their relationships. Part of the reason why I'm teaching y'all the game now. Part of the reason why a lot of these people will ruin their relationships, marriages, is because they will essentially divorce the person because they want to reignite the chase with the person. And it's like the person that person who, if that's the reason why they're doing it, they stupid. They stupid because they don't create the chase that way. They just made one of the biggest mistakes that they have ever made in their life. This is why a lot of people, my dear Pisces, wreck their the potential to be in a relationship, or their relationship. One of the reasons why, not all, but one of them, they wreck it is because they're trying to ignite this chase, right? And it's like this is why they look stupid. This is why a lot of you Pisces, you're not even wasting your time, because it's literally a waste of time. This person wants to feel special and all this other type of stuff, trying to get you to chase up on after them so that you can see them as valuable, and it just didn't stick. You Pisces don't get starstruck like that. A lot of y'all, some of you do, but obviously a lot of you don't get starstruck. Virgo and Pisces just don't do that. We don't get starstruck like that. Not really. So let's clarify the Three of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Ooh, Knight of Cups. Tower. Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups represents this person's entitlement, where they could be contacting you and kind of trying to ignite the chase, trying to see if you would like to hang out and stuff like this. Some of you Pisces ain't even answering the phone. Some of you Pisces telling the person, no, thank you. You don't want to, you know, no thanks. They're asking you now if you like to hang out. And you Pisces are like, nah, no, thank you. I'm busy. You know, I gotta, you know, the Knight of Cups and the Tower is about. So now there's the intrigue on you Pisces, where this person is spying on you, thinking about what you Pisces is doing. The game now that they played, you Pisces deciding to move forward with your lives, it's flipped on its head. You Pisces flipped the game on its head, because now you Pisces aren't necessarily playing the game. You're looking for someone to get to know long term, to be with, while the games that they were implementing on you to manipulate you and influence you, not only is it not working in their favor, but it's actually working against them now. All by you Pisces just having self-respect and moving on. Crazy world we living in.